Adam is our son, and he was born after I was in a car accident and was rear-ended and had preeclampsia symptoms, so we had a pretty dramatic birth. And after he was born, we knew there was something wrong. We couldn't figure out what was going on. Adam turned a year, and we had been down a long route of doctors and different procedures and testing and all this. There was no real results. So we had a MRI done, and they had diagnosed him with Chiari Malformation, and told us that basically our only hope for him was to have a brain surgery if he didn't start eating, and to put him on a feeding tube, because our biggest struggle from the time that he was born was Adam was not able to breastfeed well, he was not able to bottle feed well, and at a year he was still not eating any solid foods. And at that time we had gotten a call from the hospital, and they said Adam still was not eating. We still had no answers to why things were going, and they basically just said that I can just stop breastfeeding and we can put him on a feeding tube, and then we'll do the surgery in December. And that was basically our only answer. During that time, we had been always praying for a Christmas miracle when he was born in October 2019, that Adam would eventually be able to move his tongue. And we started praying even more harder about that after we were told about the cranial nerve 12 damage, that Adam's tongue was actually partially paralyzed, and that with all of the tongue releases that we did, that he probably will only have maybe 75 to 80% of his tongue movement, if he even gets that, and that if he ever does start speaking, that it'll probably be sign language with mumbles because of the way his tongue was moving, that his ability to be able to talk was be very limited, and sign language will probably be his only source of language. He found out about Dr. Tony, and we reached out to him, and Dr. Tony directed us to Dr. Luke. So that all changed though when we started coming up here to see Dr. Luke. We immediately started seeing results within, I think, 4 or 5 visits. It was March 1st. It was like 4 or 5 visits. Adam started moving his tongue. He stuck his tongue out for the first time. And that all changed as we continued working with Dr. Luke. We just continued to see improvements, and then Adam started slowly moving his tongue this way. And on Christmas, we got a Christmas miracle. Adam moved his tongue on demand, side to side, in and out. And going from being told that he would never be able to talk to probably being on a feeding tube. And as I'm saying in this video, we were supposed to be in Boston for 3 months with a brain surgery that was life-altering, that would have changed Adam's ability to be able to ride a bicycle, to jump on a trampoline, to ride a bike. However, I am sitting in Dr. Luke's office, amazed that my son is talking, walking, going to be able to do everything that a normal kid can do. And on top of that, his new word today was playtime. And it's just amazing that Adam is able to communicate both with signs and with words. He's just gonna excel in life, and none of this would have happened unless we found Dr. Luke and Dr. Tony's technique. It is life-changing. You have changed our lives. You have changed the outcome of 4 little boys, and we will be ever grateful, and we can't thank you enough for our Christmas miracle.